Alright, we're going to walk you through the installation of the JLT oil separator for your Toyota Tacoma. Included in the JLT oil separator kit is a mounting bracket, a separator, 2 hose clamps, mounting screws, and mounting bolt, and 2 hoses with fittings. Tools you'll need for installation is a 10mm socket and ratchet, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of hose cutters or razor blade, and light oil for installation of the hoses. Our first step here is going to be removing the stock PCV line, which is this line here. It's running from the intake manifold to this valve cover, which is where the PCV valve is. So it just has these 2 little spring clamps on it. We're just going to squeeze them and slide that down. And you just got to wiggle that hose off. It'll come right off. The other side, you're going to do the same. Slide the clamp up. And then wiggle that hose off there. And this is our factory line. All right, on the factory line, we're going to actually have to cut this line. And what we're going to do is kind of cut it right in the straight section, right in the center. Because what we're going to do is take our JLT lines, and these are going to install into the factory line. So, grab your cutters. Razor blade, this hose is pretty soft, so a razor blade will cut right through it too. I'm just going to pick right in the center and clip it. And now that we have our hose cut, we're going to take our shorter of the JLT hoses, and that's going to attach in that 90-degree bend. So be sure you slide your clamp up first and install the hose there. This is going to install in the vehicle sort of like this, so we're going to go and just get that hose vertical, slide our clamp up, and tighten that down. Now you can use a flathead screwdriver on your clamp, or a 1/4-inch nut driver is much easier. So to snug that up, it doesn't need to be crazy tight. And then you're going to use your long hose on the longer of the 2 hoses. And this is going to install in the vehicle like that. That's coming from the PCV. And it's going to run up to our can. And tighten your clamp. We're going to go and install our bracket onto our can. So line up the JLT logos, use the supplied screw. Okay, now we're going to take our PCV line that's going to the PCV valve and rerun that behind this bracket. Slide it back onto the PCV valve and slide your spring clamp down. And this is going to go up here. And then the hose to the manifold with the 90. Go ahead and reinstall onto the manifold and slide your clamp up. Okay. So this empty threaded hole is where we're going to mount the separator to with the supplied bolt. And feed that through your bracket and get it started by hand. Tighten it up with your ratchet. Okay. Now we need to install our hoses. So this longer hose that's running back to the PCV, it's going to go to the T side of the can. That's where the filter's at. So use your oil. You can use dish soap here on a Q-tip. It's just going to help with lubrication to help you slide this onto this barbed fitting. With this hose, you don't need hose clamps. It's push lock. So that's on that one. And do the same for this. Like so.